back to the people.
Absolutely. So a lot of enthusiastic fans, but luckily they gave you time to arrive at your hotel. You checked in, had yourself a big meal. I heard yesterday night.
Yes, we quite a big meal. I like the food, so that's no problem. And I can't complain.
Okay, we do know that the Dutch culture and Indonesian culture are very much entwined. Probably not your first time having Indonesian food, so no big surprises for you so far.
No big surprise.
Glad to hear. So you've been here now this weekend, and let's just get right into it. Congratulations on being here. You're now signed on a 2-year contract with a 2-year option as well to extend. Now, this is obviously an interesting timing of it all. You are coming here in the midst of a third-round battle for us to try to qualify for the World Cup. You mentioned something interesting to me. We met earlier at lunch, and in regards to looking at 4 years as opposed to just next 4 to 6 months in the qualification, you said you had more of a 2-phase plan. I wonder if you could just explain to the reporters and the guests that attended.
Yes, of course. What I just said to you was that we have a 4-year plan, of course, but I build it up in 2 pieces. The first piece is to impact and to have results. Everybody knows that we're playing 4 games, 4 finals, and we want to achieve what we want to achieve. And after that, it's to build and to implement. But first, the most important thing is to have result and impact.
Okay, so that is the first phase, and that will be your first goal to qualify us for the World Cup. In regards to the qualification and what follows after that, and say that you do achieve this goal, what would be the next phase of your plan?
Well, that's what I said. We have to build and implement the way we are going to train, the way we want to achieve the goals that we want to achieve. Also, the under 23 is also very important because in 2 years they also the Olympics. So there's a lot of things to be done. I'm very committed, and my team is very committed to achieve every goal, and that's the mindset that we need to have all together.
Allow me a moment to translate some of the things that yang saya nanya adalah mengenai kontrak yang Coach Patrick mendapatkan, yaitu 2 tahun dengan opsi untuk berpanjang 2 tahun lagi. Coach Patrick ini perspektifnya adalah 2, terutama dia masuk sebagai pelatih utama di ronde ketiga di kualifikasi Piala Dunia ini, di mana ada short term goal, yaitu untuk kita bisa menggarap poin dan qualify untuk Piala Dunia. Tapi itu hanya menggunakan sekitar 6 bulan. Sementara setelah itu ada implementasi untuk persiapkan tim kita untuk bisa main di Piala Dunia ini. Jadi ini sebenarnya ada 2 fase, di mana fase pertama adalah meraih kemenangan, meraih poin, di mana kita bisa kualifikasi. Tapi setelah itu juga sampai 2026, nah ini adalah plan keduanya, bukan hanya sampai 2026 di mana kita akan main di Piala Dunia, tapi setelah itu di mana kita bisa melanjutkan journey-nya untuk Olimpiade atau Piala Dunia juga. I think this is an interesting, again, as I said, an interesting timing for you to come in the middle of the 4th round. On the field, we all know that you are no stranger to pressure. You have faced international pressure, club pressure, and you have performed under pressure. In fact, on the sideline, you've also faced pressure many, many times. But this is an interesting situation where you come into the middle of the 4th round, facing Australia away from your first match, then having 2 home games that are pretty much must-win situations for us, and then our final one away to Japan. This is a very pressure situation, not just for our players, but for you as well. I'd like to know your perspective on how it feels to be in this situation and how you plan on using your experience in handling pressure to be able to help the squad be able to perform under this pressure as we try to qualify for the World Cup.
I'm a person, I like to have pressure. Under pressure, I can really perform quite well. The most important thing is that to transmit it also to the players. And of course, it is an interesting time to come in with 6 points and another 3-4 countries will have 6 points. Australia 7 points, and Japan is quite secure already for qualifying. It is a particular time, but that's football. Football, you want to be with the best. And of course, we need to transmit this to the players, and we will. And for sure, the mindset of the players are the same than us, and you see on the video how they want to achieve the goal. And that's the most important thing. Everybody needs to will to achieve this goal, and we need to do it together. And everybody needs to stand behind the team so we can achieve it, and everybody's happy. That's the most important thing.
Absolutely. Yang saya menanyakan Coach Patrick adalah dengan pengalaman dia yang sering menghadapi tekanan di dalam lapangan ataupun di sideline sebagai pelatih. Ini adalah sekali lagi situasi yang menarik di mana dia masuk di ronde ketiga di tengahnya dan langsung sudah menghadapi pressure untuk menggarap poin. Dan Patrick ini juga mengkonfirmasi bahwa dia tidak takut sama tekanan dan dia akan menerapkan attitude ini dan cara pemikiran ini, mindset ini ke para pemain juga untuk mereka bisa menghadapi ini bersama. Dan itu kuncinya adalah Coach Patrick ingin menghadapi situasi ini, tekanan ini bersama sebagai satu unit, di mana ada beberapa pemain seperti ke depan, mereka akan bisa menghadapi sebagai satu tim. So let's talk a little bit about your experiences. You've coached obviously in various top European leagues. There's a lot of different experiences there in Europe that perhaps maybe our players have not faced or have not experienced. After coaching in various top European leagues, what do you anticipate are the biggest challenges that you will face that is slightly different here in Indonesia, as opposed to perhaps it could be playing style, it could be football culture? What do you think are some of the challenges that you anticipate?
Well, of course, the style of play here in Indonesia is different, but I think that you can implement what you want as long as you can go in the minds of the players. I think that we have a standard player, the think like our player, to give them the information that I want and to let the players also perform on the pitch the way best is best for the team. And I think that's the most important thing, how to transmit what we want and to transmit that to the players to achieve the goal as bright as possible.
So you feel that our team, the players on our team, have the potential to be able to adapt to any playing style as long as it's communicated properly through them?
I think so, yes.
Okay. Jadi yang saya nanya adalah dengan pengalaman Coach Patrick di Eropa, apakah pengalaman ini akan membuat challenge atau tantangan untuk dia melatih tim di Indonesia ataupun lawan tim di Indonesia? Dan sepertinya menurut Coach Patrick dari perspektifnya ini tidak akan jadi masalah karena kalau komunikasinya lancar dan pemain mengerti apa bukan hanya Coach Patrick tapi tim pelatihnya yang ingin di lapangan ini akan bisa dieksekusi dengan baik. I want to talk about the local talents. I mean, you obviously have watched our national team through videos. You've seen our performances. What are some of the promising young talents that you've seen that you feel you can kind of maximize their potential now that you have a role to lead them as their leader?
Yes, of course. I'm new. I need to check also the local players, of course, because I think the local players are the heart of Indonesia. And the other players are, of course, super important, but I think we need to focus very good on the local players and check the quality of the local players, because I think that is hyper important to implement those players as well, because you want to have also the heart of Indonesia in the team. The quality for me is the most important thing, of course, but yes, in a few weeks I will come back and I'm going to check the local players for sure.
If you feel that the local players are the heart of our national team, with the influx of the diaspora that we have, and we are planning to scout further diaspora, how do you feel their roles mesh together on our national team?
Well, we go with all to the same goal. So the local players and the diaspora players, they need to form one block, one team, and the local players are even as important as the players that come from abroad.
Right. So if the local players are the heart of the team, what would the role of the diaspora players be?
Those are also the heart, of course, because if not, they did the neutralization, they wouldn't come to the Indonesian national team. So everybody